Good evening. Welcome back to St. Peter's for our Wednesday midweek devotional. This week is a very special week in the life of St. Peter's, and so I'm going to do something a little bit different this evening. We will not have a song from our musician Lucy Shue tonight, but instead I'd like to talk about homecoming. As you can see by the pictures behind me, I am in the history room, and I do come in here occasionally when things become overwhelming and just meditate and realize that all of my predecessors made it through here and I will as well. And it's also comforting to know that some things haven't changed. I'm still wearing the same uniform as they were wearing back in the 1800s. But as I think about this year's homecoming, it is also very different. And I'd like to start with a reading from 2 Corinthians. Paul writes, "Therefore we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." Now this year, homecoming is going to look a lot different. Council met this past Sunday, and we are going to continue our safety measures. And what that means is that we will not have our usual special activities such as the water slide and ice cream social. Instead, this homecoming will be strictly focused on worship. And we will again offer 2 times to worship at the shelter as long as there's no thunderstorms. That is at 8:30 and 9:30. You will want to wear a mask. If you don't have one, we will provide one for you. You want to bring your own chair from home. And of course, we do maintain social distancing during this time. I do want to share with you that we are joined by a very special guest preacher this year, the Reverend Cece Mills, and I have heard Pastor Cece preach. She is a powerful preacher and will proclaim the gospel, and I hope you can join us for that. As I think about our continuing amount of change that we go through, I reflect back on the very first homecoming here at St. Peter's. I have here a bulletin from that very date, September 6, 1925. Well, that's one thing that's changed the week that we have it. We have not done it in September since I've been here. But I think about how different this homecoming is. And I also think about how different and unique every homecoming is. This homecoming back in 1925 would have been very different than what we are going to experience. For one, to my knowledge, no one who is at that homecoming is still alive. They have all gone on to the church triumphant. That's a big change. For us this year, although we have measures in place to maintain safety, I hope you're able to make it as long as you don't have pre-existing medical conditions and you feel safe. I invite you to join us this year for a very unique homecoming as we gather again to worship our Lord in the midst of change. The Lord who does not change, whose love for us is faithful, whose love for us never ends, and who continues to move in and through and with the disciples gathered at St. Peter's Lutheran Church. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I hope to see you on Sunday.